released this new like backpack vest. It's supposed to be like, they released a bunch of new bags, but one of them is a vest for all your stuff instead of having a backpack, which is weird but cool. But this one that they sent me looks like a fishing vest. And at the very last minute, I was like, I don't have a costume. Wait, fishing? I could be a phishing scam. So what I've done is I've taken the fishing vest and this really fishing hat thing, and I've stickied a bunch of fishing scams all over me.
And the fishing pole.
The fishing pole.
Can't forget that.
So, you know, it's similar to last year's language model where I just stickied a bunch of stuff on something else. Mm-hmm. But it's
puns always win.
I'll take it. I'll take it. So that's
Fun
what I am.
costumes,
That's
quality.
what I am.
What are you, Marquez?
I'm Gru. Gru is a character from a movie called The Minions, right? Is the name of the movie?
Despicable
It's called
Me?
Despicable Me.
Okay.
The Minions is a separate movie.
Yeah,
There is another
Despicable
movie called
Me.
The Minions.
And you might know it as the Minions movie, maybe. And there's a character that has this exact scarf, and I am now him. I am him.
And every Gru needs a minion.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Which
Which one of you is it?
I don't know. Can you guys tell which one between Adam and I who's the pirate and who's the minion? It's pretty hard to tell.
We'll leave that up to the viewer.
Yeah.
That's funny.
so Alice is a minion.
Alice is a minion. Adam, what are you?
Well, I came in as just a pirate, and everyone was like, that's not tech. So I grabbed a bunch of VHSs, and now I'm a movie streaming pirate.
You didn't have to give that away. You could have just said that you did it from the start.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
You'd be like, I'm pirate
honest
man.
here. We are nothing if not truthful on this podcast.
Maybe you.
It takes the
Speak for
one
yourself.
video medium that literally has no data stream in it.
And now it's infinite data.
Now you're a pirate too.
Got him.
You better
it says
see
99
that.
cents on the front of that. You didn't steal it. You paid for it. Anyway, Andrew, what are you?
Yeah, Andrew, what is this?
I'm Arc Browser.
Wait, explain.
Because I'm a skeleton.
Ooh.
Damn.
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 Well played.
Deep cut.
Well played.
I'm mostly just a light up skeleton
I'm
with no
still
peripheral
using it.
vision.
I'm still using
So
it.
far.
So far. For now.
For now.
For now.
We're on borrowed time. Wow. Okay. That is great. That is
Happy
great.
Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Well, you know what else might be dead soon? The iPhone Air.
I hope not.
It will not be dead soon.
Well, history... Look, whenever you look at trying to predict the future of tech, one of the most tried and true ways to do that is to look at the past. Did you guys know that? And... Did you guys know history repeats itself? Did you know that? Because it kind of does.
If you
really think about it.
If you really think about it, Apple's been trying to fill this place in their lineup in between the Pro phone and the not Pro phone for a little while. Not even in between. They just try to have another phone in the lineup.
Yeah.
And they had iPhone 12 mini, which everyone except one person on Earth
one minion
got rid of.
tried to use, but then eventually got rid of.
Yeah.
And then they had the 13 mini the next year, which fixed
The battery.
and that was kind of it. And sales were too anemic for them to continue, and it was gone after 2 generations. Very quickly after, they followed it up with a Plus iPhone. The Plus iPhone also lasted 2 generations, and it was right above the base iPhone. It was just a bigger screen, but none of the other Pro features. But it also died 2 generations in. It just didn't sell quite enough. And so now here we are in 2025, and Apple's done this crazy, ultra-thin, future of the iPhone type of thing. Very innovative. We all know it's kind of half of a foldable, but they did the iPhone Air. And it's, once again, very interesting phone. And many people were very excited about it. But now here we are, and headlines are popping up that sales are a little bit lower than Apple's expected, and so they are cutting production to less than 10% of the original volume that they were forecasting they'd be producing at. That's a crazy number. 90% lower than what they thought they would be producing. Which to me, when I read a headline like this, I went to business school for a couple of years, and I always had a professor that told me that if you give a number without context, I will fail you. That was his thing. He was like, if you tell me that sales are, 10% or whatever, or the price of something is $100, if you don't tell me that the competition is actually $200, or it used to be $100, but now it's $50, like if you don't give me some type of context, I will fail you. And so I see this headline, and it's very spicy. 10% production of what they thought they would need. What were they expecting, and what is the actual number? Because when I see the curves of iPhone Air, if I am putting on my Tim Cook hat and I'm the logistics guy and the supply chain guy, I feel like iPhone Air would have a pretty big initial spike among enthusiasts willing to spend $1,000 on a futuristic iPhone, and then it would level off and lower over time. And something like the base iPhone would have a low initial spike, but then would have a longer tail as normal people who don't buy on day one find out about it and buy the new iPhone. So if I have that, I'm doing my math thing now. If you have that high initial spike and then lower, and we're still in the first month of the phone coming out, this expected spike up here and the actual amount could be dramatically different, but it could be the same shape, or it could be a different tail, or it could be, a totally different expected curve. There's a lot of possibilities that could match this headline of 10% production versus what's expected. That was me rambling. All of that to say,
Well,
are you guys
real quick,
surprised? Yeah.
Just to go on that, it feels like with some other context, maybe that spike isn't that high because just in a, if you're trying to pre-order an iPhone right now,
Mm-hmm.
if you can pre-order an iPhone Air.
Are you gonna wear this mask?
It's just that your voice is a little muffled.
Is it muffled?
A little bit.
Yeah, if you put it over.
There you go.
Oh, that does sound better.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you're pre-ordering iPhones right now, you can get an iPhone Air shipped immediately. If you pre-order any of the other iPhone 17 lineup, it's a 2 to 3 week wait time. So
makes sense.
it
So they
feels like that spike isn't a big spike off the top. And I mean, I know you said enthusiasts potentially buying it, but it's really hard to think of enthusiasts that would want to buy this over what we're calling the most pro iPhone ever. If I picture an enthusiast being that's what I'm getting. The Air is cool,
Yeah.
but I'm getting this sweet.
So I think that's always true about the Pro iPhone. You're always going to have a bigger spike at the beginning because that's what enthusiasts are going to get. The Air is interesting because it is more expensive than the base model, and it is worse than the base model. And so you have to be an enthusiast to decide to get that phone, to spend more money and get it because it's thinner and pretty and shiny and stuff.
Well, you don't have to be an enthusiast. You could just really thin, pretty.
It's I guess on month one,
Yeah.
I expect the average person to be just getting the base iPhone and not really spending the extra.
Yeah.
And if I'm an enthusiast, I'm getting probably the Pro, but also maybe the Air.
Yeah.
And it's also the Air is super overrepresented in my Twitter timeline and on Instagram, and I feel like everyone who has the Air, I know they have the Air, and
it sounds just like the Mini. Sorry, David, I can barely see you on the series. I promise.
Like the Mini.
But this is the Mini on Twitter. Everyone's like, no, this is the best thing ever in our space. We love the Mini. Long live the Mini.
That's true.
Sounds exactly like it.
This quote of 10% did kind of blow my mind because anecdotally, I've been seeing a ton of iPhone Airs. And usually I don't see the brand new tech thing everywhere all the time, even with the brand new iPhone. But I've been seeing a lot of iPhone Airs. I've seen at least 7 or 8 just in my neighborhood.
So interesting.
But I live in New York City.
Do you think?
So this is a place where people will buy the new expensive thing and also will buy the fashion thing.
Yeah. Do you think this is again, the human brain and perception. Do you think you're noticing the Air more, even though you're also seeing pros and just not registering it?
I see some pros. That's a real possibility because I've just been wondering consistently. Yeah, I mean, you very much notice. So, yeah, it's a possibility, but it's just the fact that I'm seeing them at all within the first month of it coming out is kind of surprising to me.
Yeah.
I mean, anecdotally, the people that I know that would be buying the Air in my head all got the Pros and the Pro Max.
I've seen so many pros because it's so easy to tell when it's sitting in a car mount. You just see this bright orange big camera plateau in your rearview mirror. You can just be like, that guy's fucking pro.
That's
so
pretty funny.
Everyone I know that bought the Air is not an enthusiast. They bought it because they're ooh, pretty, and they universally love it. They're in love with
that is such a it's the Mini.
It's a different type of enthusiast.
Well, and if you think about it, so you know how the whole thing with electric cars is that you only need this much range, not that much range, because you'll just charge in your garage, and then you'll just go to the grocery store and you'll go live in suburbia. It's all those people that are buying the Air because the battery life is not that big of a deal to them. So they're just more interested in something that's flashy and thin.
Yeah.
You know?
A finally actually new iPhone.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, in supply chain land, like what you said, Andrew, like the iPhone Air is available, and that means they have extra stock, and the other iPhones are not available for maybe a couple weeks, which means they don't have enough stock. In an ideal world, they're all available and have just barely enough stock for the exact correct amount of demand, which is why they make these forecasts and try to supply chain stock stores perfectly. And to me, they just slightly got the ratios off, or maybe more than slightly got the ratios off of what they expected.
I do want to try to run this phone for a little bit. I just don't want to buy it. So I can't. I'm not willing to invest $1,000 just to like.
I thought about that
with
too.
something. Yeah. It's not worth it.
It is pretty nice to hold.
It is very nice to hold. Every time I pick someone's up, I'm like, But you wonder how long it's going to last before it wears off.
Do you think the average person going into a store, just picking up an iPhone, that would potentially buy that, would be worried about it breaking because of how thin it is? Do you think that's a concern? Someone who doesn't watch any of the testing, hasn't watched any of our reviews, they're just the typical. And
Not
do you
if
think
the
that
salespeople are good?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that's part of their training.
That's true.
Like when I used to work at Best Buy Mobile, we would get like paperwork and stuff on like how the talking points on all the phones and stuff.
That's so interesting. Yeah, Apple stores, I know they do a good job of that. And I bet carrier stories, Best Buys, things like that also are like very convincing. Oh, just get our insurance. Oh, just, it'll be fine. It's durable.
it's definitely not going to break. And then upsell you on Apple Care immediately after.
Yeah, it is titanium.
Yeah.
Seems pretty strong.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if this thing actually changes in trajectory or if it's almost dead. We'll find out in 2 years. All right. I also noticed I was liking a YouTube video recently. It was by the Autofocus channel. It was on the new Porsche 911.
You like your own videos?
I do. I should mention, I like every single one of our own uploaded videos.
Do you vote for yourself in the school election too?
I never ran, but if I did, you better believe it. Absolutely.
Do you like your own tweets? That's the only thing that matters.
Oh, no, I don't. Because that used to be a favorite button.
Yeah.
So I adopted that as like, I would like to remember this tweet for later. So I don't like my own tweets. It was a favorite button. Anyway, I liked an autofocus channel button, and I saw a small animation of a tire play, and I realized that YouTube has been giving us custom like button animations on various channels when it auto detects the type of channel that it is. I don't actually know if the waveform channel gets auto detected as a type of channel that gets a custom like button. I don't think it is. I think there should be a tech one also, and there isn't.
Yeah.
But there's like beauty channels and car channels and all sorts of other things that get custom like button animations, and I thought that was pretty cool.
There's like a ton of sports ones.
Yeah, do you want to go over the list? There's a tweet.
Yeah.
There's a whole list. Okay.
Wait, can I ask a question first?
I can't read it. So.
Yeah.
Is this based on the video or like the channel?
I think it's based on the channel,
Okay.
but that I don't actually know if that's true.
I have a good way to test this after we. Can you go through the list?
Yeah, okay. So there's about 20. Motor vehicles get a car animation. Learning gets an idea bulb animation. There's music for music videos. Film. Travel gets an airplane. A basketball, a football, a cricket ball, a soccer ball, and a baseball.
Cooking.
Yeah.
There's tennis. There's cat, which is, honestly,
Cat videos.
should have cat video come. There's comedy. There is dog. There is horror, love, which I don't really know what that would mean. Romance, which is apparently separate from love.
Weird.
Thriller, which is separate from horror, and TV, which is separate from YouTube.
So with that, do you think that's channel or tag based?
I think it's the type of video.
Yeah, I think it auto detects the type of video.
I would say it's the type of
Do you think it
video.
does that by tags or by?
No.
I think it's AI.
Can they get rid of tags?
I think if you say certain words or have certain title, then it's like,
I think
this is
it
a car
auto-detects
video.
it. Yeah.
I'm not getting this. Is this just on web?
This is on mobile. I got it on mobile.
I'm not getting it on Android.
Oh, it's because it's on Android. Yeah, Google's on platform. Yeah. iOS only, sorry.
Really?
Coming,
It's not on
I don't
Android?
know. I'm just making a joke.
Wait, let me check.
That just
Super
happens
fair.
a lot.
I'm
Google has released a lot of features that are iOS only until it comes to Android.
No, I got it on the autofocus video, so it is on there.
Oh,
Okay.
I was just kidding.
Wait, there are still tags in videos, right? You can still tag a video?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Adam, for this episode,
Tag
can
it
you
horror.
tag every single one of these?
Oh,
And see what
then
happens
nothing would
when-
happen.
No,
we gotta
maybe-
pick one, like beauty.
You should tag horror over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then what we should do to test if it's the tags or the things, we just all have to say car. A lot. Car. Driving. Car. Wheel.
Drive.
Tire.
Drive.
Car. This car is good.
Electric car. Waveform podcast.
Car.
Waveform podcast.
WEV, electric vehicle form podcast.
I think it's AI that just like looks at a whole bunch of factors and picks the most likely one.
Yeah.
Well, we just need every one of you to press the like button to test it out and let us know.
Let us know if you get a certain animation on this video. That'd be sick. I wonder if the clip gets different animation from the main episode. I don't know.
What would it be, like a microphone exploding or something?
Well, there should be a podcast one because it knows what a podcast is. That's the easiest one to detect.
We put it in a playlist called podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what more I can do for them.
That should be easy. A little microphone shows up. That'd be fire. Anyway, yeah, that's new. You know what else is new?
Oh God.
Okay, all right. Where do I start with this? So yesterday I'm on Twitter, and you know, as I am, I open up the website, and I'm fed a whole bunch of random stuff. And one of them at the top was someone tweeting at me, "Hey Marquez, you should check this out." And so I scroll up, and it's this tweet from a company called 1X, and it's about a robot called Neo. And it's this like 10-minute keynote video announcing a new humanoid robot that's available now. I said, oh wow, available now.
Quote unquote.
You can order this thing. And so I click on it and I watch the whole video, and I kind of instantly understand that this is not real, but I close the video and I go home. This morning, I wake up and I come in, and this video has 15,000 retweets, 26 million views, and many more people tweeting at me asking if I'm going to review it and check it out, and how excited I am that this is finally real. And so now I do feel the need to at least share some of my thoughts on it. And it's hard to know where to start, because I have several opinions that I know are all over the map, and also some of them are controversial. So
Yeah.
where do I start?
Do we want to kind of like talk about what it is first?
Yeah, let's
let's do what it is.
Let's just start. You ordered it, right?
Okay.
That's where we
Please tell me.
Okay, so this robot is a 5'6", 66-pound humanoid robot. Comes in 3 colors.
Pretty light.
Yeah, it's pretty light. Comes in like this light cream color, or like a light blue, or a black color. And it's humanoid shaped. So imagine it's like kind of fabric covered from head to toe. It has a pair of eyes on the front, which are camera sensors. It has ears on the sides, which are microphones. It has little lights where the ears would be.
It's like a walking mannequin.
It's like it looks exactly like a walking mannequin. And the video shows it walking around in a kind of natural-ish type of way, and doing chores all over the house all day. So it waters your plants, it vacuums the floor, it takes the laundry out, it folds it, it puts stuff away, it does the dishes, it cleans the toilet. It just lives at home doing your chores, and then when it's done, after the 4-hour battery life is up, it walks back over to the charger, plugs itself in, and docks. That is a very cool idea. Like, people have been, what's the Jetsons robot called? Like, people have been having this idea for forever. Rosie the Jetsons robot. Like, this is an idea humans have loved, the idea of a humanoid robot helper for forever. And now, with the advent of AI and with all these sensors and all this investment in the category, it feels like it may be more real than ever. Like, Tesla's doing this thing, and Boston Dynamics has had these humanoid-shaped robots, and like, maybe we're actually finally going to have this thing. So people watch this video and believe that it is now finally here. That being said, I also watched a Joanna Stern video. She has been with the Wall Street Journal for a little bit, and she got a demo in person of this robot. So they brought it to her, and it did a whole bunch of this stuff. She asked it to...
Wait, she went to a demo area, right?
Right, so she went to a demo area, a little house that they set up, but in person she got to witness the robot helping her. So it would take a glass and bring it to her with water in it, or it would, I think, load the dishwasher or something like that. A couple tasks that it would do. 100% of the things that were happening in her demo time were teleoperated. It was operated by a guy in another room with a VR headset and controllers. 100% of what was happening. So when you watch the video again, you kind of have to assume that some of what's happening in this keynote video is also teleoperated. There are 2 specific clips where they say, that it is autonomous. One of them is when the doorbell rings and they ask it to go get the door, And so it autonomously walks over to the door, waits for the person, sees the person, opens the door, backs up, and lets them inside. And the other is take this water glass that is now empty from me. And the robot walks over, takes it out of his hand, and walks away. Those are the 2 clips labeled as autonomous in this video. All of the rest, I assume, are teleoperated. So, where does that leave me? You could, if you wanted to, pre-order this robot. It's $500 a month or $20,000 for outright ownership and priority delivery. That sounds crazy on the surface, but I actually think that's a justifiable price for, especially the type of person who's going to buy this, who sees this as just buying saved time. Not a ridiculous price. I have no problem with the price. The problem is it's a $200 pre-order, and they say they'll maybe ship it next year, and I don't believe that they will.
Hold on, real
Where
quick.
have we heard this before?
Yeah.
Can I just clarify really quick? When you say justifiable price, do you mean justifiable price of everything working correctly, or justifiable price of this, like, there's a good chance a lot of this is teleoperated and we're using you?
Yeah,
Because, like,
okay.
he claims a lot of, like, it's not going to be that great off the start.
Yeah, great question.
Okay.
They're selling the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the dream is worth the price.
Right.
I think that the fully working, fully autonomous